OBS, and then oh, are we live? I see a black
And
screen.
Are we live?
Oh, yes, we
Yeah.
are. We are live.
hello,
Okay.
American people.
You do the VLR post.
Hello,
You did the
VLR
Discord
U
at.
Listening.
Did you do the Discord?
Yes,
Yes.
I've done everything.
Yay. Okay. Welcome to another Scuffed podcast, episode 6. We're gonna be going over Americas and Pacific for playoffs real quick before they start on Thursday for Americas and Friday for Pacific. Well, at least for me, I don't know what day like the actual day for you guys is, but yeah. But first, let's go over what the fuck. Yeah, okay. First, we'll go over the games that happen to guarantee some of the teams to playoffs. So the first game is, what was it, Sen 2G, right?
It was NTG.
Yeah, M2G.
Yes, Sen 2G. And this, I don't think we have to spend much time talking about it. Sen heavily favored going in, um, and this is pretty much destruction on all
Yep.
fronts.
Huge
They
stomp.
just hit on them. I mean, I thought 2G were like getting better every week. Well, not every week, but they were certainly better than they were at kickoff. But
Yeah,
and deep down in my heart, I really wanted them to win this game just because it'd be funny.
I was the same way. I
But
started watching this game and I was like, I forget when it was. When they won the first two rounds, I'm like, let's go. I'm like rubbing my hands together. Sen upset by the worst team in the region, and then, well, worst team at the time, and then bottom three team,
no,
and then
they,
and
even
then
at this
this
point,
happens. So but yeah. So yeah, I would say what would you think about 2G, but we'll leave that discussion for another week. But for Sen, how do you think this performance is going to affect them in playoffs? Like, how does this change your hopes for them?
it has changed absolutely nothing. I still think they're just like
Not even Zelsis
top.
going
Like,
19, 23, and 14? No?
I mean, it's Celsius. What do you expect?
Fair enough. Um,
Um, but yeah, fucking. It didn't change anything about Sen for me. I still just think, oh, they're like top 5, like fighting for the third slot in Toronto probably.
gotcha. Nats, what do you think about Sen after this game?
I think this didn't really change my opinion of Sen. I think Sen were a pretty good team, and from this game, can't tell much. Can't tell. Like I can't look at this result and be like Sen. Oh, Sen, they look amazing because let's be honest, 2G aren't that good of a team. So I need to see. So this doesn't really change my mind of anything.
Ades, I think
Mm.
we heard your fan in the live stream. Maybe you should fix your sound. It's possible.
Is it better?
I have I'm a little bit late, so I don't hear you in the Discord. But when I watch directly on the,
Okay,
I'm hearing myself.
wait,
It's
we'll
weird.
wait and see. Because right now I have no fans on. I just turned
That's
off all my
better.
fans. Okay.
Yeah,
Hang
that's
on,
better.
Okay, we're good, we're good. So the next game was Crew 100 Thieves, and this was for, I believe, who was gonna be first seed? Am I wrong? It was
I
Thieves win center
really,
first seed, and if Crew win their first seed.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was 2-0 for Crew, securing themselves the first seed for this group. And I'd say pretty close, but Crew were, I think, the more dominant team for both the maps.
hmm
So
Yeah.
yeah, Nats, what do you think about this game?
My overall opinions was that first of all, I think this was very nice to see from Crew. A nice little bounce back, especially after that EG upset. It was a little bit expected, but there was always a warning sign. Oh, maybe Crew, maybe the mentals boomed, whatever, whatever. There was the rumor with that we heard last time that maybe that they were super upset, but whatever it was, they bounced back from it. They look good. 100T on the other hand, I think that overall, I think they've been improving from like since the very beginning of kickoff. I mean, not kickoff of playoff, stage 1 groups, right? and I think that now that they look pretty good, but they don't look like a team that is challenging really for that top 3 spot in Toronto.
Yeah.
I really hate to get us off topic, but why is there a thread on the left that's just titled "abortion?" question mark?
Well, this is VLR We Listening.
It's fucking Kanye fan for like say.
What?
He's talking about Family Guy.
What the fuck? Oh fucking hell!
About this episode. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Well, I didn't know what the fuck this was.
Kanye fan.
Um. Anyway.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to point that out.
And while we're talking about 100 Thieves, the moment Red took away his little pig toy. That's true. I missed the
Yeah, no,
100. The
that's a
Busio
valid thread.
piggy. Yeah. What was it?
And anyway, let's talk about 100 Thieves.
Bro, I miss it, man.
Same.
When he's holding, he's just pointing at the other team.
Yeah, it was foot as well, which is kind of crazy because
100 Thieves stage 1 in Shanghai was insane. I'm not gonna lie. Busio is so funny, man. I love Busio.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I mean,
yeah, I was
It's
just
not-
about to mention. Are we still concerned about Boostio being like arguably worse than Finesse?
um,
Oh.
I
I would say I'm a bit worried, but I don't know. I feel like Bustio, whenever his team is playing very well, like macro wise, he frags better, and whenever they play worse, he feels like they need to, or at least in my opinion, if I'm watching, like he needs to micromanage more, and that's where he starts getting less kills. But I think as well on EG in 23, a lot like he was a heavy fragger, but a lot of it came from the op. Now you have Cryo opping more instead of him, so that's a factor as well. But I don't know. What do you guys think about Lucius fragging? Is it a
I
problem for the team?
mean,
I mean, with Cryo and EU performing as well as they are on his team, I feel like they can kind of make up for it. But I feel like when they get to internationals and he's sandbagging as fucking hard as he is, I feel like it is gonna drag the team down a little bit. Why are we gonna look at Shanks? What?
Shanghai, if we remember, I believe it's
he was doing well last year. Oh, except that. But
last year I think he was actually like it was like definitely a fall from his 2023
um.
performance.
How,
But I think
how do I do this?
he was doing fine. Research.
VCT Champions 2024.
he wasn't that.
I mean,
When, oh right. Oh, you just mean.
0.83 rating. Oh, he's around
Oh.
pedestrian. I wonder how the pedestrian play.
I remember that
He
guy.
was on
Wait,
he was on Vitality, I think.
Oh, he was
he's on
Yeah, he was
KPI.
before
What?
Trex joined. Before Trex joined in
Yeah,
kickoff.
you know.
Oh, Shadows above him.
Oh my god, he was
above him.
rated. He was rated below Shadow.
He was
Okay, never mind. Last year he was fucking chalked as well.
yeah.
Ness.
Yay. Okay.
Do you think Boostio will be one of these players that have one or two really good years and after totally disappeared as a lot of players did in any leagues?
Maybe. I think he has more staying power just because of how good his IGLing was in 2023 to like where I don't think you can consider that a fluke because of how good he was throughout the entire like since Tokyo onward.
I won't say
Also,
fluke. I just say a lot of player is really good, but it's not a fluke. They are genuinely good on 1 year, 2 year, and after something happened and they can't keep up the level they had. And even if it's not a fluke, they can't stay too long.
Okay, you want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
So I think that No. Can we spot the difference here? This is Boostio in 2023. Let me.
Are you gonna say it's because he had a buzz cut, or he was
Oh,
a little bit wider? Are you going to say he lost weight and it made him worse?
yes, that is my that is my take. Let me find a more recent picture there. Why are all the pictures of him from only one chance? Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is him now. Look. Like I'm not gonna say, but like you gotta think, right? Like when you move your arm around when you're playing, right? When you're aiming, like you're used to moving it a certain way, and like losing a ton of weight, that like changes. It's like the equivalent of changing your sense by a ton, no?
What? You're not cooking with this take.
No, because
Like
like
I,
you have less weight to move around, so you're like, so it's
I'm
like you
not
got a
sure.
higher sense.
I
I'm,
I think that might be bullshit.
I'm not sure
I
about
think
that
you
one.
might. I think you might be reaching.
I'm not sure about that one.
No, I'm not cooking.
I think it
I'm
might just
not.
be a different team, different system.
Yeah, I will
He's
say.
also no longer an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, wait, is he not?
I don't think so. He said he was a severe alcoholic in 2023.
Yeah, he said he was a severe alcoholic, but I'm not sure if he.
Yeah, and the term was implies he no longer is.
Oh, well, good. I mean, I would say good for him, but you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
anyway,
um,
I want to bring up.
through
Do we not
oh
think
good.
a bigger concern for 100 Thieves? I feel like
Oh my
in a lot
mate,
of
Xander is
teams,
fucking fun.
yeah, the IGL bottom
Xander is
fragging
such
is
a
not as big
bum.
as a problem as Xander.
This
Consistent.
guy is such a downgrade from Bang.
Yeah.
Like his fragging's not as good. I feel like his decision making is so much worse, and like his anchoring. I feel like losing Bang fucking they don't have just a like super solid consistent sight anchor anymore. That like they've got to rely on defense on cryo, just fucking going nuclear with like the op or ISO or something.
Yeah, no, I think. What am I trying to? I mean, like, the thing is though, like the storyline coming into this year, or like coming into kickoff for Americas, is that Xander was one of the top tier two prospects, right? Like, I think people
I don't
always
think he
thought,
was.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not making things up. This is like a thing where it was like people, or at least I remember people really wanted him on Sen over Bang. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Yeah, I
And
I
like,
never thought Xander was like fucking some insane like young talent, or well,
well,
not
not
young, but like some insane like prospect or fucking up and coming talent. I always thought he was just kind of like a decent player that played in tier two that people thought, oh yeah, no, that like he could be tier one. Like he is just a straight downgrade from fucking Bang.
Yeah, no, but like this is
Uh,
what I'm saying. Like the narrative around him coming in was the majority of people thought he was going to be very good, or at least like
yeah.
decent enough, right?
People
Uh,
thought people thought he was gonna be a top controller player in Americas.
yeah.
That's
I
such
remember like
a
some people being really upset that Sen got Bang over him. Just crazy, like crazy take in hindsight, but um, yeah. So,
yeah.
and then there's the other narrative that does 100 Thieves make all their players worse because
Um,
players joined
Yeah.
100 Thieves, they've gotten worse.
no, EU has stayed the same. EU's my goat.
Yeah, except
Yeah,
for
he has
EU.
been pretty good.
Well, like every other player, Cryo got worse. Well, we don't really know about Suna because he's always been 100 Thieves. Xander got worse. Busio got worse. Even if we look at their previous rosters, Seller was better without 100 Thieves. Derek looks better than he when he was on this team in 2023. Who else? Bang looks better.
2022,
Uh,
Derek was still the peak of his career though.
that was the Sean Garris effect, not 100 Thieves. You can't attribute that to 100 Thieves. That was Sean Garris right there, the goat. Okay. Anyway, do
Yeah,
we
and
Gentlemen,
anyway,
Are we more confident in Crew's performance heading into kickoff now?
yes.
Yes,
Kickoff?
100%.
You mean playoffs?
Or play it, bro? I'm
I mess it up
gentlemen,
all the time.
I think it's time to maybe switch on to the next subject, EG
Yeah.
versus Loud, because we
I-
don't have so many times.
Yeah. I hate this. I
And
hated this fucking game so much.
They were
the
so
game
I was
bad.
literally nothing except for champs
I
points at
was
the end of the year.
genuinely crashing out so fucking hard. They're just wasting my fucking time. Team that is mathematically eliminated versus team that is locked for fucking 4th place in playoffs anyway. Give up. Fuck off. Stop wasting my fucking time. Like, I wish some teams would just, like, recognize that there's just zero fucking point in them, like, turning up, and they should just fuck off and go do a scrim day and fake illness. Like, bro.
Dude,
nah,
oh my
I
God.
disagree with you. Just fight until the end. Do your best. Try to be the best player anytime
It-
you want. And
It already
as you can
ended.
see,
They're mathematically eliminated.
Say though, this was STK's last game as the head coach of Loud.
Yeah, and he threw.
Yeah, so
12-10 up on Pearl.
do we think this was a good farewell where he proved his prospects and where he can get hired by another team?
No, we
now?
lost the fucking game for them.
Yeah. Dude,
Banish him
listen,
to the depths of the Brazilian collegiate. Fuck
Dude,
off.
look-
Get this guy out
look-
of here.
look at Payne
This
Carter's.
man on Furia right now. I want him on
Look at Payne
Furia.
Carter, look
That's
at
worse than
Luxor.
Brazil. Collegiate.
You're having Payne Carter have a live game. You're having Luxor play incredible, and you still lose, and you throw like split. Oh, it's
No,
horrible.
but Pearl pissed me off
imagine
more.
doing a plus
Yeah,
30.
we'll give some slack. Digits and got an off game.
Is it ever happened that a player with plus 30 lose a BO?
Oh wait.
It-
I know this.
Oh, I'm
Let's,
just prepared.
On kind of plus 30 is
Oh, dear.
amazing.
let's pull up something. Holy fuck! He's
Are we going all the way back to Sengoku? What the
Sengoku, yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
plus
Okay, that's tier 2. That,
No,
What?
no, I do have one actually as well. A tier 1 game. If you pull out Gambit versus Ascend right now,
what was
oh,
it?
Jesus.
Champions 2021.
The glaze goes so deep.
Gambit versus Ascend. Look at my goat, dropping plus 31 on them, just to lose this VO5.
Yeah, but it's a BO5, it's a little bit different. They are more games, so you have more games to make a huge gap. So this is a BO3. So that means average, you have a plus 10.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't remember who went crazy in a BO3 and lost. Do we
Don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, because you never remember.
Anyway,
games. Anyway,
point being, fucking STK. They're on Pearl. They're 12-10 up. They've got the fucking momentum. I think they won like 2 rounds in a row. And then
Timeout.
yeah, this fucking useless dickhead calls a timeout to drink water for fucking 30 seconds. Get this guy out of this fucking league, bro. Get him
Get him
like
on
banish. No. Get him back in university. Get him to a fucking real job.
bro.
Like Jesus,
remember to
really,
drink water,
he's not
guys.
built
It's
for this
really
shit.
important. Remember to drink water, guys. It's really important.
Not
I
even a
saw-
fucking timeout.
Yeah, maybe this was not the best spacing. I also have a second question for you guys.
Mhm.
Do you think Luxo, being third player in rating on VLR,
Mhm.
is the best rookie of this year? Because I followed Luxo during Ascension. He was amazing with Galleries. He was solo carrying these games. He was almost make Galleries win the Ascension because Ascension was really close. Yes, they didn't go to the finals, but it genuinely makes Galleries good. But now it's a confirmation. He was really good, but is he the best rookie this year?
I don't think so. I think it goes to Zeus.
Dots 9 maybe.
I don't think you can be the best rookie if you don't go to an international to prove yourself.
This guy's pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I strongly disagree with that because if you are in a worst team ever and you still are top 3 in rating, it's even more a proof that you are the GOAT.
This guy's pretty good.
Yeah, but
Okay,
like,
yeah.
I mean, even if you say like, X player is really good but like in the rating, we've seen players who are really good domestically, and then they just get utterly like destroyed internationally. I mean, think about like Feng Feng. Think about like live. So I only have Chinese players in my mind right now. But like those players that you know that are like really good, like domestically, they'll put up insane performances for you, and then they go to internationals and then they're
Hey.
completely horrible, dropping 0.83 ratings. And that's something that you always have to keep in mind for rookies, is especially if they want to go to an international, is that you'll never know how they will perform there. And I mean, think of something coming into Paper X did really well, even in like the normal stage, and everybody was like saying, "Oh, you know, something. This guy, he's #1 player, you know." And he comes into the international, and look, he did great. Okay, I'm not saying something was bad. I'm saying something was a great player, but like people were like expecting him to perform at a level that wasn't really realistic, right? And he was struggling for the first few series he was going into these internationals, right? I remember specifically on one map he picked Reina and he was struggling to get at least even 10 kills. So
Yeah, but
That's a
don't you
fair
think?
point.
Yeah, that's a fair
Counterpoint.
point. But yeah, go.
Woot from Shanghai.
yeah,
Counter.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can never prove it.
Yeah, but
You
like
can only say
you can say like someone's gonna be good, right? Like this is 2024, right? And like who can we use it? I want to use Mr. Oxy here as an example. Oxy was insane in 2024, right? And he was. If we go back in all of his games, he was usually like always top frag, right? Like he was going absolutely insane on all of them, but he never made an international. So do we think he's like in contention for Rookie of the Year 2024? You know?
Yeah,
How
do you know what?
amazing was it? Was it top 3 in domestic in a bad team?
I mean, I would say
To me,
it's the wrong one.
That's
yeah,
2025.
because
What
to me,
the fuck were you
being
from, sir?
amazing domestically in a bad team is even harder than being good in international events in a really good team that will help you to do amazing things.
No,
I mean, okay,
Um,
would you say then like someone like our other question is which is like Fukashi, right? Because internationally
yeah.
he did pretty mid in Shanghai.
I'm so
I think he was if you but like domestically we obviously know he's incredible. So would you say he is just by far like one of the best players in the world just because he can drop these amazing like numbers like domestically on a bad team?
Incredible in China.
Excuse?
At a time where China was not that good. It was still a good region, but at this time, China was not the best region at this time where Bokashu just roll stomped some games. And I'm not even sure he was top 3 in China. No, he was?
No.
All right. How?
Like he
Okay.
was top 3. He was top 3 in China, 100%. He's been top
Okay.
2, top. He
Yeah.
was #1 cent. He was rated
I
the
don't
number
know
one
about
sentinel.
top three, right? We got.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
If
I
you go
would
to
name
if
three EDG players. You know.
no, if you go to China stage 2, I believe he was rated Sentinel Player of the Year, and he was only behind Shu in like stats.
Oh,
Okay. I have a more.
there we go. Tech Abo right
No,
there.
no, no, no.
I
That's alphabetically.
How do I
It's a
start
bunch of
ACS?
it's like go to ACS or like go to
I-
KD or something. KD is more
If it's
accurate.
not
Yeah,
the if
yeah.
it's not the
Fukashi is number
best
2.
rookie, who would you put higher than Luxo?
Let's go
Zeus.
around. Oh, look at
I
that. Sorry.
fuck off. Go away. No, but I would say. I mean, Zeus hasn't been to an international yet either, but I still rate him higher.
Are we gonna talk about freeing guys? Freeing?
Yeah, Zeus freeing.
I think Pacific has so many good rookies this year.
Yeah, famous. DOS9.
Or I wouldn't say famous is because he's been to champs. Or wait, no, has he been to champs? No, he hasn't. That
No,
was
no,
no, he
he
hasn't.
joined the team in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2024
I mean, you can say Freeing, you can say
or
Hyunmin, you could
2023
say
even.
who else can we say? I mean, maybe Udathon if you want to give a shout, but you know,
Yeah. Killua and Thigh.
maybe Sylvan. I don't know. Cushy.
Oh,
This is my
so
shout.
so so I
Oh,
know
Cookie is a
Sylvan's a
fucking
great shout.
shout.
Sylvan played incredible, bro.
Well, no, Sylvan was in Tier 1 in 2023.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
was on
that's
Gen
true.
G.
That's true. He was on
Was
Gen Z.
he? Oh.
Yeah. He was with
Yeah.
what TS, God Dead, Meteor
Yeah, it was
King.
TS, God Dead,
Uh,
King, Sylvan, and
they had like an 8-man roster or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
10-10. We want to give it to
Okay, I
two
don't
games?
think we can put
All
no, I
of
don't think we
Zone Want to give it to Persia?
Persia, yeah, I
Persia?
do think.
Yeah, Dolph 9 I'd give a shout to.
Yeah, but the main one I would say is definitely freeing as rookie of the year.
My shout is still Zeus.
Oh, they don't even show the teams, bro. What is this shit, bro? VLR, get your shit together, man. Who can we give it to? We can give it to Coco.
We can give it to Juicy.
We can give it to Coco.
Oh,
We can give
Coco
it to
is an
Juicy.
interesting pick.
Oh yeah, Juicy. That's true. We can give it to Juicy. Juicy went absolutely insane, bro. Oh,
He's the goat. No, but I think Luke Show does make I do agree with you that he's in the running.
he's in contention, but I think if he doesn't
Yeah.
make an international, it's hard to say that he's the rookie of the year. Because
Okay,
To
we
be
will
fair,
see on Split 2, and we will take a final decision on Split 2. Maybe Loud will be better,
Yeah.
maybe we will have change, and
I
we'll change.
oh wait, no, that's true. But like in 2023, we would say like if Demon One did not exist, that something would have been the rookie of the year. Yeah.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
if something didn't go to Tokyo, he only went to champs. So I'm saying if like right now we can't say, but if Flexo goes to champs and he performs well, then I'll say that he's you know. But like
But that's also because something made a grand final in champs.
because
True.
Gentlemen,
But yeah, and
do you have anything more to add on this game? I think it's a good
on,
conclusion to say we will see on Split 2. And
honestly, fucking no. I still think EG and Loud are both just fucking like kind of shit teams.
I will say though, he's fucking back. My goat is back.
Right.
Oh,
Look
I miss
at his
this.
stats on Split.
I miss this, man.
Look at his stats on Split.
okay, shall we pass to the
Playing
game of the week?
He's playing Astra.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, then next game.
That was the last
Game of the week.
Oh, yeah, no, there's energy left.
Leviathan versus Energy. The loser is out. This is already a playoff game in a little sense, if you know what I mean. What is your opinion on this, Nat?
Oh, yep.
My
Sorry.
opinion on this game. Okay, as a guy who definitely watched this game, because I definitely did not fall asleep after the EG Loud game. I thought that this game, I thought the energy players. What happened was that all the players popped off. Mada, Ethan, Som, they were all playing together. They were all playing well. There's an outlier in the team that wasn't performing to their life game potential. But it's whatever. He's calling a great game, and yeah. If we go to the first map, Fracture. Quick kick on it for me. As you can see, Mada went insane, having a first death ratio of 9-4. I think that's crucial, and also I want to point out is Ethan. He had an amazing game that way. He was setting up Mada very well. Overall, I think when you look at the left side, you can see how a little less successful it is. Demon One's with the 5-3 first death, but if you go to the attacking,
I do want to point out he got 15 kills on defense and then 4 kills on attack.
Yeah. So I would say a little questionable on Leviathan's attack, especially on Fracture as a map when you're running this Neon Terror comp. But also, I really feel like they weren't fragging nearly as well. You look at Rossi, you look at Tex, and players who can be really good for you, and they just sort of weren't putting up that performance. I actually still have no idea who's IGLing for this team. I don't know if it's Rossi or King. But,
I heard when it's
go to...
King Duelist, King is IGLing, and when King's not on Duelist, it's Rossi.
What type of system is that?
No, I'm joking. I have no idea, but
yeah, but if you
knowing
go to
this
Icebox,
team, that's probably correct.
Yeah, but if you go to that Icebox, you can see the Rossi underperformance. You can even see, and you can look at Mada. Even on Arena, he's going 74 on first kills, first deaths. It was insane. This guy is an amazing player. And overall, I think you can attribute this to first of all, energy improving a bit, and their players really performing. I don't know if you can keep to show this at a consistent level, right? Because we know that sometimes Sam is a little bit off, has some off games. We know Ethan has to have some off games. Brock We know he's performing he's performed well right now, but we have no clue how he will perform in the future. He's only had a few games, and it's looked pretty rough until now. So yeah, I think it's very interesting to see how this team will perform at playoffs. But definitely in very at least for me, it shocked me for this win because I thought Leviathan looked really good until now, and I thought NRG looked really bad until now. But I think they've managed to turn it around. But yeah.
Alice, do you have anything to add?
Um, go when we were talking about this game. When did we talk about this game? Like 3 days ago. No. My thing was I heavily predicted Lev, and I said for Energy to win, you need Mata to pop off, you need Sam to pop off, you need Ethan to pop off, and you need Brock to play decent. And look what happened.
Yeah.
Like in my head, they're like the stars needed to align. It was that, and Lev had to play bad. Those are the 5 win conditions, and all 5 win conditions were met, and Energy was able to pull out the win, right? Um, I think like on the side of Energy, I don't give them like props at all for this win because this was their strats weren't that good, and they were winning lots of clutches. I felt like, and they were I don't know. It was just it was mostly just I would say like a shooting diff, and even that right like they almost lost Fracture, and who knows if they lost Fracture, maybe their mental is different coming into Icebox. Maybe uh, Lev went on Lotus because what they went 13-10 versus Leviathan on Lotus, and but who knows, right? I will say though on the side of Lev, because I did say the 5th win condition was Lev throwing, and listen, I know he's playing well, but King on Duelist is not something I like to see, you know, especially when Demon One played like a very good Neon on against G2. And then like you're switching back and forth, you know. Then you got a Demon One here, and I don't like this comp either. I'm gonna be on. I do not like this comp. I don't know why you wouldn't run Harbor Viper because all of last year, Lev were known as the Icebox Harbor Viper merchants. Every single time they would pick Icebox, they would run Harbor Viper, they would destroy everyone. And like it's not like you can't do it. Like Rossi has played Harbor in the past, right? I just straight up lied. He's never done that. But I wouldn't. It's not like out of his agent pool, right? And like Calm is an amazing Sova. Um, I don't know. Like this to me, it seemed like a slim dunk Harbor Viper map for them. And they're not playing Harbor Viper. They're playing Tejo KO. And even if you're not gonna play Harbor Viper, I don't think Tejo KO is a good comp either. I will say on the side of NRG, I'm not a fan of the Reyna, man. Like it worked for you, but that's because I mean, whenever Mata doesn't go crazy, and like he from what we've seen, he has been inconsistent. This is not going to work in the long term. I will also say though, I will give my props to Energy because they did win. Like I'm not just going to hate on them because they did 2-0, but if they win a map in playoffs, I will be shocked. A map, not even a series. If they win a series, then something has gone very wrong, or Finesse has returned to prime form, Brock is shooting, Sam is shooting, Ethan is in champs form, and Mod is like stopped his
Right
inconsistency.
form.
The
And
first place buff. Be careful to the first place buff.
it's not going to be a thing. So what she was saying is what was it? We said it last time that like the team that
Gets
That
extra prep.
Enfer's got
team
1
gets
week to
extra
prep a game.
prep against whoever loses this game. So these 4 teams, whoever loses, they get less prep. And I think that's going to be a factor. We're going to talk about this, but I think this is going to be a factor with the EG. But Energy, no, because this team cannot cook up shit every week. They have a week's prep every week, mind you, and they know who they're going to face. Here, they don't know who they're going to face. They're either going to face MIBR or 100 Thieves, so they're prepping for both of them. Well, if I were them, I'd prep for 100 Thieves. I wouldn't count on 100 Thieves winning. But every week they have had time to prep. They have had the same amount of time to prep, and every week they have looked like shit, and they have no strats and no like no actual comps, right? Like, you can give them 2 weeks, and I still don't think they're gonna win.
Okay. Daed, do we have anything to add on this game?
This game fucking pissed me off. But just fucking I hate both of these teams so much, man. Like they're both just fucking like shit. We show up, we have like piss all interesting ideas. Like our team is just fucking like miserable. We don't want to be there. Like we're just wasting everyone's time. I wish both of these teams could have lost. To be honest, I wish we could just have 17 playoffs. I'd rather the scuffed fucking
I'm not gonna lie.
format over
With
having
8
one of
teams,
these
we've kind
bombs.
of brought in some shit with us as well. You know,
Yeah, like EG and then one of NRG or Lev in playoffs. That was a fucking dire.
They're going to Toronto. They're going to Toronto.
Bro, their opponents are Sentinels of Cloud9, bro. It's not happening.
mean,
No, but back to
You know what? Who else said it wasn't happening for EG in playoffs? What?
ah,
Wait.
Haha.
give it up.
It's Valorant. Anything can happen on this game. Really, truly, anything can
They
happen.
wouldn't upset NRG, and they did. They said they wouldn't upset C9, but they did, and they destroyed them too. And then they lost out.
Alright,
You know.
No,
wait,
but
like, just a question. Would you have
yeah.
preferred the like for overall for all 4 leagues? Would you have preferred the last year like playoffs where they only had top 6 teams?
Top.
6 is the worst. Is the worst kind of format because
Yeah,
it creates even more unfair advantage. So I think that the only problem with this format is the fact, yeah, the first team have a lot of time to prepare it, but you can solve this by adding more time between the first game and the first game of lower bracket, and this is fixable. But with the sixth team, now it's impossible. You give a round of bye for a team that just lose a game, and this is not good.
Yeah, no, I like the fact that it's 8 team playoffs. I just wish there were 8 teams that I actually liked.
Yeah. I
Um,
think EMEA. To give props to EMEA for once in my
well,
entire life.
nobody's getting in.
I think. I
I
mean,
don't know.
yeah, they have like I think these 3 teams, or well, I don't think Vite is going to be that good, but like in general, right? If you just look at these teams, besides Navi, right, you'd say okay, these are playoff teams, right? And then over here, I'd say all of them, like even Gentle Mates, right? Like I was, if you
Yeah.
replace Navi with Gentle Mates, I would say these 8 teams would be a good playoffs, like to watch.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, for the force, it's only one game. So if the team is totally trash, they just will play one series and it's over and we go next. So not that bad.
No, but in terms of my opinions on the NRG Lev game, I initially in like the first half, I thought, oh, Lev are just gonna like run away with the series because what round? I think it was round 4 where fucking Marder blast packs. It was on Fracture. Marder blast packs through a fucking
Imagine giving this damn
like
breach
vice
comp.
thorns, and he does it into Brock's fucking salvos and dies as the first death.
Oh, is this right?
Yeah. It was this round. I like it.
He satchels into Texas. What's it called? Texas.
Yeah, he goes through the vice thorns and into Brock's fucking
Like, look at him. He's stunned.
like thing, and he walks forward into it. He walks forward into it. Like he doesn't stop in the middle of the thorns, and like it,
Everyone glaze Deadlock with Tero, but I really prefer Sage with Tero, but also a lot Vice with Tero because you will take damage anyway.
that was their own tail.
Look at this guy.
No,
Okay, that's another problem. But you get the idea, you know?
you really think Sage? Wait,
So he
you
goes
really
in,
think?
and he takes the damage because he's satcheling, and for some reason he keeps moving forward. I
Yeah,
think
and
'cause
he
he's flash.
just holds W.
He goes down 32, and then yeah. I mean, okay.
Like, yeah, it was just like little things like that where they're just like disjointed, clearly no chemistry, like they're not on the same page, they haven't fucking like they're messing up all their exit, and it's just stuff like that that like just adds up and piles on, along with the individual mistakes and like Ethan, Brock, and FNS just like being so well FNS just being fucking like a non-threat, being a killjoy turret, and then fucking Ethan and Brock just being so like wishy-washy and fucking like off and on, and both these teams just piss me off.
Okay.
I
I
have one thing to say before we go to the most important things. It's I'm so glad Lev is not in playoff. I'm so happy with that. You have no ideas. I like the player. Rossi is good. I'm a fan of Rossi, to be fair, but I'm really glad this team lose, because when you are hired to represent LATAM and then you go to an almost full US roster, then you deserve to lose, and even more, you deserve to lose your partner team. I really hope next year they pick another team. You have really amazing team in Latin America. For example, X Holo Laser. It's amazing. I really love this team. And Latin America North even have any representative in Americas. So yeah, I'm so glad they lose. Yes, and I hope they will end 0-5 in the next split.
Yeah, exactly. They need
wait.
They need the goat back.
Wait. Are you not a Lev hater primarily because they snaked in a tank and got him to another continent before fucking dropping him after 3 games?
Nah, it's deserved. He's French. Wait, we
Oh.
don't.
Wow.
Wow.
On a
Deserved. You know why that's deserved?
on a
Uh,
podcast with a
Wait,
French person.
wait. How do you spell ascension, bro? I can't spell.
Oh, gee. Average American spelling. Fucking hell.
You spell it. You spell it. Let me hear it.
ACS. Oh fuck. ASC. Sorry.
ASC. Ascend.
Yeah. EN. No. ENS. ION. There you go.
Okay. That was embarrassing. Listen, English isn't my first language, okay?
Not mine
This
either.
is why. Because Natank had to go crazy and had to basically carry his team to fuck, what am I trying to say? Carry his team to T1, and his team was so bad. Like why did he have to do this, man? Like
Be fair.
Yeah, I thought
it's
that
a year
was
of
It is a
2024
pendant
gentle
tour.
mates.
Yeah, they were pretty awful.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Lev NRG just
On
fucking annoying.
Playoffs.
the main dishes.
Yes.
Alright,
So let's start.
let's do
The first. Okay, so one thing that if you haven't looked at the Pick'ems playoffs today is that when they first came out, they switched EG and Energy. So like
Did they?
EG was where Energy was, and Energy was where EG was, and that made a big difference for at least my my Pick'ems, because I had EG losing and then C9 beating Energy because I thought because Energy
Yeah.
beat C9. But now that's not the case. So we won't be getting C9 Energy, which is very sad because I really wanted to see that matchup again.
Unlucky.
It would have
The
been
change is
very
normal.
fun.
It's normal. It's really normal they make this change because it's expected to have the third seed lose, and the third seed has to play against the fourth seed that is not from their group. So the change is good.
I know it makes sense, but like I was excited when I first because I didn't look too much into it because I just like did them out, like, and I didn't really like think about it. But it would have been nice to see C9 eliminate Energy from playoffs just as they started to get good again. C9 comes
Yeah.
up
No, they have not.
life
stopped.
game. Zappa drops
again.
100 on him. But anyway, let's move on.
And anyway, yeah.
Before we start, I think we should ask the question that we asked for China. Do you think there are any group that is better than the other one?
What
This one,
the groups that were better than the I think Group Omega is so much better than Alpha.
I think
I think that
had 3 good teams and Alpha had like 2 good teams.
I agree.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
maybe the 2 good teams of Alpha are better than the 3 Group 2 of Omega. No, never mind. They are just...
I will say on average, I think Group Alpha is actually better because I think they have 2 good teams, and then I would say these 4 are like, or I'd maybe put 100 Thieves like in between, like them and them. I'd say these 3 like they're not shit, but like they're like decent, right? Like I would say like even though Lad is 0-5, right? Like with this new roster, they've been going 1-2. 2G have been like looking better. EG, they've been looking better in these past couple weeks. Whereas on this side, I would say Fury is shit, Lev is shit, and Energy are shit. You know?
I don't know. I'd say like if you go like band for band, G2 better than Crew, MIBR better than Sen, C9 better than 100 Thieves. EG is probably better than NRG, and then Loud is better than Furia, but I think Lev is still better than 2G.
Oh yeah, no, but I think
Yeah,
Lev
I
is
think
better than Leviathan if they face off.
Do you?
Yeah. I would,
Oh,
I-
interesting.
Yeah.
I think it depends because Loud made a change during the season, and the Loud without Luxo is really not the same that with the Loud without Luxo.
like Loud Luxo, like Loud with Luxo, I think would beat this Leviathan.
I think it's a fair
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you know that.
What I'm
That's
saying is like this group is like they have a lot of top and then they have a lot of bottom, and this one they have like a lot of middle. You know.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
Anyway,
Anyway,
playoffs.
first match,
MIBR
100 Thieves. We have.
Who wants to
Do we
go
have any
first?
storylines for this? I don't think so, right?
Revenge match for the first game of the season.
Well, that's true.
That's about it.
I'm trying to think. Maybe no, even then, no. So Nat, start us off. Why is MIBR winning this game?
Why is MRBL winning this game? Well, they looked pretty dominant in their group. They almost beat G2. They were close to it at least. And they've been looking strong throughout the season. You know, Aspas is an incredible player. Verno has been turning out to be really good for this team. And yeah, well, look at the other side, 100 Thieves. They've been kind of carried by Cryo a lot. Their macro is still questionable at times. Boostio is questionable at times as a player. So I think that 100 Thieves, they don't really have anything really going for them as a win condition for this game. Whereas MIBR always have Aspas as a win condition, and they just look like a better team overall.
Nice. Okay. The kid. Why do you think 100 Thieves is losing?
I'm tempted to pick 100 Thieves.
Oh, you are. Okay.
I-
Let's hear
I-
the what's it called, the devil's advocate.
I mean, Boostio is like a fuck. He's FNS too, but I feel like in terms of calling and in terms of macro, I feel like he'll be able to figure out MIBR. I feel like MIBR is a relatively simple team, and I feel like they're the type of people that Boostio can kind of just like call circles around and like figure out. And I think the individual diff isn't so great. Where I would say like, because I think Cryo, EU, and like to an extent Xander can compete with the MIBR players. But I'll still pick MIBR, but I just want to say I do think 100 Thieves.
You're saying it could be close.
You don't want this to be a guarantee?
Yeah, I think it'll be close.
Okay.
Okay.
Megan, what do you think? Why?
Yeah, I have no doubt. MIBR was top 3 in the kickoff, I think.
Yes.
They were really good. Didn't they go to game 5 against Sentinels? I have a doubt. I don't want
No,
to
it was map
No, it
4.
was a 3-0.
No,
four?
it was.
No, bro. Why did I pull up the other?
Yeah, it was a 3-1, and the one map they won was a fucking like
Yeah.
22-20
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
ridiculous OT.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
yeah.
Saved
yeah,
in the
never mind.
Aspas saved in overtime. The
Let's consider
Yeah.
it's a 3-0. So yeah,
is mine
MIBR
on
was,
stream.
yeah, MIBR was top 3. MIBR was really consistent during the playoff. They even beat T9 that I also think is a good team only in group stage. And then I really see no reason to pick 100 Thieves over MIBR on this. And I don't like guarantees, but I think this one is pretty a guarantees one.
I agree with what you said. I think there's going to be a big gun diff. I think Cryo at his best isn't going to be able to compete with Aspas. I don't think anyone else on the roster is going to be able to compete with Verno or Cortezia or Xeno, much Xeno's playing well. I think the one win condition they do have, like you said, is if their calling gets sloppy. But even then, I think MIBR thrives when like things get messy, and 100 Thieves, they love to play sloppy Valorant. They love to overpeak. You know, I think MIBR is just gonna devour them. But let's move on to the next game, which is Sen versus C9.
Right.
So, start us off.
Hmm.
So this
Who
Mm,
wants to go first?
it's
Nuts.
C9 during playoffs. There are no way they are winning this. It's gonna be Sentinels.
you think so?
Yeah, and Sentinels
No,
looks
Vic has been
also.
going insane. You don't think this is gonna change something? You don't think uh who else?
That's a bomb. I'm
You
looking.
don't think Zeppa's gonna go insane this game?
It's still a possibility. I'm not gonna say it's a guarantee for C9, but I think Sentinel is a really strong team. Maybe they might be top 2 in Americas. I think the top 3 is really close. And yeah, it's you have a team that never choke where they are good. You know, even when we think they are bad, they are better than what we think. And in contrary, we have C9 that always impress us in the least important moment, and when it's gonna become important, they deceive the Talos. And I really hope they end this, but this is against Sentinels. If it was against MIBR, I would say, maybe these things could happen. But no, Sentinels is a too strong team. They are fully confident on this. They are not a choker team, so yeah, Sentinels.
Yeah, nuts. What about you? What do you think?
This game. You see, I was looking. I was agreeing. I agree with a lot of the things said there, but I re-looked at these games. I re-looked at C9 versus G2. Re-looked at C9 versus MIBR, and they look too good. They look too good for me to doubt them. I know there's always a storyline. Oh, Cloud9, they are group merchants. Oh, Zeppa, he's just playing light game to stay on C9. He's trying to steal salaries, and I hear it. I hear it whispering on my ear. This little devil, but I ignore it. I say I pick the team that looks better right now, the team that is shooting better, the team that is smarter, and I'm picking C9 right now because they look too damn good for me to doubt.
Okay, so that's 1-1.
Okay.
Do I have to whip up the? Because now that we're actually getting into, we got Nats on one side and we got Rain on the other.
Oh, by the way, I think this will be a fire match. I think this will be a super close one. At
Okay,
least on one map.
Day Kid, what do you think?
I think Cloud9 gonna win because I feel this feels like the fucking. This feels a bit like the revenge tour for C9 because they're looking the best that they have in a while. They fucking everyone on the roster is shooting, including Zeppa, which is quite funny considering you know.
You swapped
I
logos.
You swapped
I'm-
us, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I just think, I mean, Sentinels are looking good, but I also just think it'd be funny if they lost to Cloud9.
Fair. Oh, fuck.
Oh, me? Oh,
Me.
I'm trying.
Are you voting for this one? Just yeah, no.
Bro, what's going on?
Just draw just draw a head with two cat ears on it, so you don't have to write my name.
Which one? But because we're already finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sen
Alright.
here. I have no faith in C9 to do well in playoffs, and even if I think, so here's the thing, I think even if C9 plays how they're currently playing, I think this will be a close matchup. I think Sen are getting better and better, and as much as I dislike Sen, I think they look better than C9 right now. That might be a hot take, but I think even if C9 plays at their playoff level, Sen will win. I think it'll be close.
I have a
Sen will win.
I have a question that can help us to sort out these things. Would you prefer that C9 win, or would you prefer that Sen win? I love C9, so I would prefer that C9 win, but I'm still saying Sen. Is anyone is in my situation, or Nats and Daeg? You're saying you
This is
prefer,
hard.
C9.
Because I dislike Sen, but I also dislike C9.
Yeah, same. Historically, I
Teams to lose. You know?
Historically, I have fucking despised C9. They might be my least favorite org in Valorant.
Yeah.
That being
Okay.
said, it'd be really, really,
Zelfus, who
really
built their
funny.
entire roster in 2024, and then they cut him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
so
we leave it up to the coin.
okay.
The
I
most
still want to
deserving
see.
one of us
To be fair,
Uh,
if you are both no, you are. I would say that if you are both C9-ater, it's better to pick C9 since you have picked C9. But since you also hate Sen, it makes no sense to do this logics. And you, Adis, do you prefer any team?
See, I love both teams because
Yeah.
I love Oxy, I love Zekans. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much
So you're
it.
like the
I love.
opposite of us. You love both teams. We hate
Yeah.
both teams.
I think heads for C9 because it's blue.
Isn't the
I
tail?
don't know. Just go with whatever the VLR thing is. The first team will be heads, and the second team will be tails.
Not the Jet fan art background. All right, so Sen heads, C9 tails. Okay.
Oh.
Fuck.
No,
Fuck's sake.
9. It's Group 9.
God fucking damn it.
Okay. So let's go uppers
Uh,
first.
Okay.
Brew MIBR.
So this is for qualifications for Toronto. Crew MIBR. So
This game, I'm significantly more confident in MIBR to win than the 100 game. Weirdly enough. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I think Brew and MIBR are very similar teams, where they're like rely on firepower, relatively simple comps, simple calling. Bish bash bosh. We played Salt of the Earth Valorant, and I think MIBR just does that better. So I'm going out.
okay, I agree with that.
Hey.
I think they play very similar styles. Where Crew, I forget who said it, but they're like the foot of Americas, where they play good, honest Valorant, and they have amazing shooters. But I think MIBR does the same thing, and I think their shooters are a bit better and a bit more consistent. So, going MIBR.
To me,
With-
we are in the pure tradition of the 50-50 games with only the coins is the knower of this kind of games. So I just go 50-50, and since it's 2 versus 2.5 versus a 0.5, it's gonna be an MIBR. But Nat, I want to hear your opinions about this one.
So my opinion on this one. Now, my opinion is that there's people love to be saying, okay, the crew get a day to prepare, and realistically, you'll be preparing against MIBR because they are the more likely team to win, right? I don't know if that's how teams gamble it, but if I was a coach, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd be saying I'd be prepping for MIBR more. But even saying that, I don't think crew are that good in prep overall. I think that they're much more of a mechanical team relying on their fundamentals than relying on their macro. And I think MLB are the same, and they can play to that style very well, as you guys have mentioned before. And I'd also like to add that teams usually that haven't played on the stage yet usually struggle to come in very quickly. Just historically speaking, the team that has played in the stage or played more recently are able to come in and win out the earlier rounds, which I think will be very important, especially for momentum wise, right? Because I think the vibes will favor into MIBR because they will come in hot because they just beat 100T, while crew maybe come in, they're not used to it, they're still coming in, adapting to the new stage. And then MIBR come in swing, they win a few rounds, and then they just take over the vibes.
That's a really good point because, in fact, as we saw in China, the 1 week preparation for the team that is top 1 wasn't that important. I think both team has lose, even if they are 1 week to prepare it, because I think when you have 1 week to prepare it against a team that have 2 days to prepare it, but has just one, this is really less important than having 1 week to prepare it against a team that just lose and have their mental totally destroyed by the fact they just lose. So yeah, I think the importance of the 1 week is really less important when you are in the winner bracket than in the lower bracket.
I will I wonder if this will change your minds, though. Will this man change? He is playing against Brazil. He's playing against native Brazil.
Oh, yeah, the
the
racism buff.
the racism buff is not real.
Yeah,
Give it up.
hate. I agree. Hate of Brazilian will only make him play worse.
Hey,
And-
man,
and-
listen, there's another guy who hated Brazil, and I believe he
It's
shut out the
loud.
last
It
time he
doesn't
played.
count. It's loud, and I think
Right,
it's
go-
loud even without Luxo.
Do you know what? Go to champion 2021.
Oh, 2021.
Yeah.
Yo.
Whoa.
We're turning the time back. Oh
Alright,
man.
go to group
Are we
stage.
doing
Group
archaeology
stage.
to
Scroll down.
to just try to provoke points?
Sentinels versus crew.
Oh wait, that's not. Oh yes.
What?
Who's playing Astra? Who's playing Astra?
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
No. For Sentinel, who's
The goat.
Yeah.
leader of Brazil.
the racism buff is not real.
Bro, this is against. He was the father.
He
of,
meant-
not Chile.
He meant all of South America. Come on.
Are you
Okay,
saying all
okay.
Are you saying Brazilians are all South Americans?
No, I'm saying Americans can't tell the difference.
Yo.
Fair enough. But I will also, if we're bringing up history here, I will bring up this.
Okay.
Oh,
Stop trying to argue for the racism buff. It does not reflect well on your character.
I'm just saying, Loud, the best Brazilian
I'm
team in
hesitant playing
history,
KO.
only lost to 2 teams in the entirety of 2022. One of them was Optic, and the other one was this one right here. That's all I'm saying.
Still don't know
No,
my-
Kaznet used to play like crazy shit. He used to play like Breach and stuff back in 2021. Where is it? Yeah. KO, Sky, Breach, like it. I don't know, because Nags, for some reason, they had Nags on like Jet and Chamber back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I think
So does that
I think
change
there
your
might be
mind at all?
crew. No.
No? Wait.
Uh,
So what is it, 3.5 to 0.5?
yeah,
In fact, I think it's Brazil public enemy buff for MIB,
Yeah.
if anything.
Okay, let's move on to
Anyway.
the other game that
G2
qualifies
win.
teams to
Oh.
Toronto.
This was the final of kickoff.
Yes.
I think it's like a 95-5.
G2 maybe looking a bit shaky in the recent weeks. You know, they Lev took a map off them, C9 took a map off them, MIBR took a map off them. Well,
Mate, I don't think
shaky. Sentinel's been looking better.
it's physically possible for GT to lose a fucking regional match this entire year. I don't think they're gonna lose once in Americas the whole year.
No.
I think
In
that's
fact,
fair.
just
Bro,
also
right
send them to
after you say-
finals.
Right after you say that, I have a huge fear of G2 not going to champ, going to Ascension, and going eliminated by, I don't know, fucking Exo Laser or anything, any weird team, and we will just cry, don't jinx them, please.
Mate, it's not. I don't have the power or the authority to do a jinx. It's just a fucking fact that not a single fucking person in Americas can even fucking sniff the sweat off their gaming chairs. G2 just auto send them to the finals. Do it.
All I'm
Keep
saying is Lev almost beat them.
Uh,
It was close, and this is Leviathan.
Luke,
Leviathan are
Matt.
not a good team.
Luke map. I don't care. No one can touch G2.
It's terrible. I was saying G2 100%, but after what you did say, to me you just jinx them. So I'm really not confident. I'm not gonna say Sentinels. I'm gonna say 50-50 and let the last word to Nuts.
My chopped liver. What am I? What am I? I don't get a vote.
You didn't vote for G2
No.
for Sentinels?
No, I'm going G2. I was just setting up the storyline, you know.
Okay, good.
Listen, give me a second. Let me think of why Sentinels
Okay,
can win
here
this
I'll
match.
go, and then you can go. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
think despite everything I said, Sen are not winning this, man. Jojimo's gonna drop
Yeah, exactly.
50 every map. Valen is gonna call circles around him. Um, Zekin is gonna go minus 30. It's chopped.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Do we have a
Okay,
rebuttal?
so I've thought about it. I've thought about
Yeah.
it. And so what's gonna happen is GT are gonna demolish Sentinels, and I have no arguments.
Okay,
Alright,
the
I'm glad
actual
we're all in
argument,
agreement.
the actual argument, if you want an argument, is that G2 have looked shaky. Sentinels are looking better and better. Every match they win, they get even more momentum. If they crush C9, which I think they'll like if C9 don't play well, they'll probably crush them. And if they don't, I think Sentinels will win.
I mean, I,
Then Narrate is
I,
going to come in. He's going to be Prime Narrate. We get Prime Zekin. We get John QT calling well. Bang needs to play well, but like we get Prime Zelsis again. You know,
like
that's the argument.
in my head, they're not even beating C9, so fucking there's zero chance of beating G2.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
but
I don't
let's
see
lock
the
it
way we
in.
argue.
Alright. 100
Go to
Thieves on
Sonata
an
for brackets.
NRG.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh
Oh,
dear.
Tell me how 100 Thieves lose this.
They're not.
1 week. The
If
curse
if
the curse of the team that lose the first map and play against a team that have 1 week to prepare. I go energy.
Okay.
Not
Oh.
because energy is a better team, but just because of the curse and yeah. And I think 100 Thieves is better than energy, but not better to beat this curse.
mate, I think NRG could they could take a year off to just study 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves have to pick 7 comps at the start of the year, and then not allowed to change them. NRG have the entire year just to fucking study them, and then at the end of the year they play like a best of 7. And I still think 100 Thieves like
Why
fucking 4-0 them.
give them best of one? They'll still lose. But
No,
like,
if 100 Thieves lose this map, I'm gone. 100 Thieves are my favorite Americas team, but if they lose this fucking match, yeah. If they lose this fucking match, I'm off the fucking train. I'm just a perma Americas hater. Actually, no. You know what? I'll become a C9 fan. How about that?
okay, Nats.
Join me. Um, have to go with 100 Thieves. I mean, anyway, I look at it, I just see the energy game against Leviathan, and I don't feel confident. You have all 5 of your players shooting, and you're having Leviathan play shit, and that's your only like good win
Yeah. Like
throughout the entire stage.
I do just want to ask you guys: do you think NRG have played a single good game this whole split?
I don't even think
Let
they
me
played
find
good
the
against
Furia
Furia.
match.
I don't think
Yeah,
they played good against
they
Furia.
lost the map.
Furia.
Furia.
It's
They
one of
lost
the
the map.
it's,
Fucking
it's
Furia.
it's one of the one maps one out of the 2 maps that Furia won this entire split.
Yeah, but it's Furia. Can we really like give them credit for beating Furia?
Exactly. They lost a map to them. Like fucking. I like is
Yes, is gonna-
NRG have not.
Can we give them credit for beating Furia when they're letting
No,
Finesse go
we can't.
13-9?
Oh, well done. You can go 13-9 against fucking Prize Havoc and Rock.
Credit when Finesse is going 15-18. I think this might be the
Ah,
best
you
map
are
of the year
right.
so far,
It is,
which is crazy. Is
and
this
he's
actually his
minus
best map?
3.
Though?
I think it
No?
is.
There's no ways it's his best map. No, there's no ways. I'm sure there was one other game he did better.
Um,
No,
Don't
you are
think
right.
there is.
The curse is not powerful enough to carry this team.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
I don't.
100 Thieves win.
I'm not gonna go through it now, but that'd be an interesting
Yeah.
statistic. Kills per map for
Alright.
FNS.
Oh, what I do know is FNS somewhere did not. I think it was average below 9.5 KD. Not KD kills.
Oh, what
per map.
the MIBR one where TMV had
Yeah.
to do the cat
Yes,
makeup.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think the copium for NRG is that they have confidence now. They have momentum. They just won. Before they were boomed every week, and losing every week does like shit things to your confidence. But now they're coming off a win. They have an extra week of prep. Um, if all of their players play like today, if Ethan is in champs form, if Brock plays well, if Sam plays well, if Made isn't inconsistent, if Finesse is able to call, what did I say? That's like six things. That and maybe 100 Thieves. They're boomed from this game. They have a mental boom. They play inconsistent. Uh, Osman's just running it down. Busio drops 3 kills a map. So
Alright.
that's what.
Okay. How?
So
Yeah.
there are 10 conditions that need to be met for Energy to win, and I don't think
NRG have
Energy
one
is
win
meeting it.
condition. I think NRG have one win condition.
Really?
Yeah, if Cryo has a stroke on stage and becomes paralyzed in half his body, I think they have a 50-50.
I mean, no, because they'd sub someone in. Who'd they sub in? Who's 100 Thieves?
No, and Cryo is forced to stay on stage and play with one hand. I think.
One hand. He still wins with one hand, bro. He just sets up with his chamber, and then whenever he just uses his mouse, and then he just TPs out with his mouse button.
Yeah, so I think they maybe have a 50-50 if Cryo has a stroke and loses cognitive function.
I give him like a 40% if Cryo plays with
Yeah.
one hand.
Without any straw question, how much percentage would you give to Energy chance to win?
Maybe like a 3, if
I
I'm
give
being
him,
generous.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and give him 30. Because, like I said, like there are a lot of factors that come into it. There is if Energy they have momentum now. If they all turn up, if 100 Thieves get, because this is a very possible thing with 100 Thieves. If they lose badly to MIBR and they get mentally boomed, and you see Asuna overpeaking everything, you see Busio playing like I forget which game it was, but I think it was versus Sen where he was playing like absolute shit and he was just overpeaking every angle. Like if you see that,
Sen versus Untroll.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if Cryo doesn't have like a good game, you know, if Xander plays like normal,
Yeah.
I think I give NRG a 40% chance of winning this game. I actually not that
40?
confident.
Okay,
As
I
much
agree.
as 40?
I think, yeah, I mean, NRG get prep, 100T can get mental boomed. I think NRG
no,
can
but
have a
my
live
thing
game
is, I
again.
give him 30 even if all those things happen because you have to rely on Energy actually getting prep and playing well for that to happen, you know. And
They have not done so far this split.
they have yet to done so.
I mean, they
Yeah.
had the live game against
Like,
Leviathan. I think,
against Leviathan
Out
doesn't
of
count.
5 matches they've
Come
done
on.
that, or even if we include
yeah,
kickoff, that's what 2 out of wait, I can't do math. 2 out of
Wait, and boost your revenge match from kickoff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that may have actually hurt my confidence in them. But anyway, point is 100 Thieves win.
Yeah, just switch to the next one.
Oh yes. So the other match,
C9 EG.
C9 EG. So nuts from the
Just
resident
EG,
C9
like
fan.
it.
What's the
Oh
resident?
yeah, you are the only C9 fan.
I'm a C9 fan, but I will go EG. Imagine giving 1 week to Potter. Potter is a landmine this game.
I don't think any of her preset plans have been that impressive outside the crew game.
The crew game. Yeah, bro. Look. She's getting into it, man. She knew she had to win that game to make it. That's why, because it was an elimination game from playoffs, right? If they didn't win that game, they wouldn't make playoffs. Now, again, they're in an elimination game. She's going to cook.
What?
She's going to cook.
nice.
I-
9 almost beat G2. I mean, they
Yeah,
were
come
close.
on.
That's C9.
And they
Is
almost.
That's C9 in regular season.
Oh,
Oh.
stop, give up the narrative, man.
I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not.
Okay, let me give out the narrative, okay? Think about it, okay? So GC9, they play close matches against MIBR, they play close matches versus G2. They're gonna come in, they lose to Sentinels, but it's okay. Why? Okay, we all know that Zeppa needs to have a life game to show that he needs to stay in this team. We all know
But
that
do you not
Foxy
think
is a.
his stage 1 performance so far has been good enough where he's going to be kept on the roster? Because if I'm on C9 and I'm watching stage 1, he's not the first one I'm replacing.
He's gonna shit the bed against the Sentinels. They're all gonna call him frauds again. They're all gonna be like, Zeppa, what are you doing? Why is this? He's paycheck stealing. We all know it was a live game. Zeppa's gonna come in. He's gonna do well against EG and Pales. He's gonna be like, guys, look, we are not group players, okay? Look, I deserve to stay on this team. I deserve to stay on stage 1, okay? Oxy's gonna come in. He's gonna see that his team just lost to the Sentinels. Okay, he lost to his idol. Fair enough. He lost to his Zekin and like Tenz's team. That's his whole thing. Okay, he loves them. He's gonna come in. He's gonna see EG. He's gonna get a little vengeance. Okay, listen. What type of game is this from? That's against good EG.
Listen, I'm just gonna say, Zeppa was the best player on his team, and they still lost. They still lost.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
This is
Oxy,
another event.
I don't see no Oxy in there. Okay, all I'm saying is Zeppa live game, Oxy in there, unlosable. We almost beat MIB on G2. And what have EG done? They beat Crew.
Yeah,
they beat
I
Crew on a
was-
fraudulent,
They beat
Hey.
the number one seed. They beat the number one seed.
a fraudulent win. They have one fraudulent win. Okay,
Yeah,
and who else did they beat?
Beat Loud. They beat Loud too.
They beat Loud. They barely beat Loud.
With Prime Champions MVP Pankata.
They barely beat a team that has not won a game. That is the closest game that Loud has ever come to winning. Okay, and who else did they beat? They beat 2G. 2G. I could beat 2G. No,
Good team, man.
2G has one
Yeah,
win.
decent.
One win. Oh my god.
Yeah.
0 wins.
Listen, bro, that was
Yeah,
2G with
2G.
Zap, bro. Do you not know how
Okay,
good
can
Zap
we-
was? He's making a team in Brazil right now to win champs next year.
Alright, I just want to say, why are we entertaining EG? So can we just pick C9, please?
We have two. It's 2-2. It's time to bring in the coin.
Oh, not
It's
fucking
time to
coin
bring in the
again.
coin.
Wait. Okay, we won the last coin. I think it's. I like this one for you, and I change my vote. I go 50-50, and you can go C9
Thank you.
because we won the same C9, and it's fair. But this raises a question. If just put C9, please, Addis. If Sentinels lose the first game, do you think they beat EJ?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Hey.
no. They are not beating EG, bro.
Oh,
Okay. If C9 win and they send versus EG happens, Neri's gonna be at a mental boom. He's not gonna recover. He's not gonna play well. Potter has the lead on
he
Kaplan.
recovered after Bangkok. He literally recovered after their horrendous performance. He's the second. He's like the third highest rated player this split. Yes, he's recovered since fucking
Let's-
Bangkok.
Let's look at Narrate real quick. Bro, why does he have a
Mate,
4
no,
in his
no.
name?
Look at the Americas League and fucking
Let's look
and
at
like look.
after Bangkok. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Bro,
-3.
We're not saying he's gonna be shit in stage 2. We're saying after his one loss. Look, this is the next game. This is the next game too.
Okay, but surely after having a stinker against 100 Thieves, like you'd expect him to just be boomed like in the next game as well.
Oh wow! Look at that. He had a stinker in the next game as well. Surely after that, and then he goes and he
Two stinky weeks.
he farms
Two
EG
stinky
because
weeks,
EG were shit.
and then he drops a. Like, surely getting 2-0'd by Crew is a bigger mental boom than losing to C9.
No, because then he's going against EG, and EG were shit here.
So, okay, so why do you think they won't fucking beat EG the second time?
EG are better now. They're
Ah.
better.
Did you watch the Loud game? Did you watch the fucking Loud game?
I watched them win that game.
He's fucking loud. Please.
Okay, but it's regardless, it's a 3 against 1, so we're gonna pick C9
through.
because it's a 3 against 1. But in my pick'ems, I have EG making it up here.
Fucking nine.
We can
Alright,
go first on the following games
yeah.
because
100 Thieves
cover
beat
them
Sen.
Friday, okay?
Send 100
100 Thieves beat Sen.
No, I have Sen winning this one.
Sen.
I
Sentinels.
have Sen
I agree.
winning this one.
Do we not?
No one's willing to hear me out.
Narrate after losing to G2 is gonna have a mental. No, even if he has a mental boom, I think they'll still win. They'll still win. This is the classic matchup. Sen versus 100 Thieves. Sen is like 26-4 against 100 Thieves. There's no way they're losing.
They're due for a win soon. Come on.
Uh,
Any
You
time
could say
now.
that- You could have said that like a year ago.
Yo,
And then
Any-
SU7 is an
anytime.
interesting
the
matchup.
last
It was
was
playoff stage 2 last year.
two when they were running deadlock on Lotus and Ascent. It was
And what about
Yeah,
before
Cryo
that?
got on like a 1v4. The last time before that was, I think,
Q
LCQ 2022.
with Shroud versus LCQ Derek. Who would win? And that game was close too. I remember that game. That game was close too. It was, what was it? The Zelsa's 1 HP clutch. Yeah, you know.
I don't. But point is no one willing to hear me out.
Yep. Now,
Oh,
Crew
okay.
C9.
I think this is where C9 stop. I think.
Okay, well,
I just think Crew.
Sorry.
Oh no! Get this fucking fraud off my screen.
That's the only clip they had. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Zelsa's 1 HP, 2v1.
Let's see. Oh wait, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
And then the rapist starts popping off.
And then they immediately lose the next round, by the way. Okay, so yeah, Crew versus C9. And that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Listen, at this point, I think C9. They've reached their group stage performance. They've unlocked it. They figured out how to carry one group stage performance into playoffs. It is the C9 win.
Okay,
Okay.
Revoke. He's not even here. Why I'm saying Revoke? I'm so drunk. So we have 2 people for Quizpor? Okay, perfect. I'm 50-50 on this game. To me, it's the perfect tradition of the 50-50 games we can have in some playoff.
You're on some like Switzerland timing today. You've been going 50-50 on everything.
Yeah, I feel like
What? When I
you're
don't
kind of
know,
hedging your bets, you know?
to me, the coin is something that is pure. That we shouldn't use coin for our own pick'ems. It's cheating. So if I feel this is 2 versus 2, and I'm not confident, and I believe it's a 51-49, I'm just gonna say it's a 50-50. But if someone put a gun at me and say you have to pick a team, I think I would say Crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm-
in my point of view, C9 is not even here, so yeah.
I would go with Crew in this scenario because I think they're at a constant like consistent level, and I think it's the level is enough to compete with C9, and that's pretty much it.
Fal just gave me another truth bomb right here. Zephyr mentioned promised. Zephyr promised. I don't know where he promised. I don't want to hear the source he promised, but he said he had 2 more life games. But fair enough. You guys pick Brew.
Yeah, for next stage,
I mean, let's move on.
energy again.
Crew.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, no, it's
DTM
3-1, so we're gonna
Alright.
go Crew.
Yeah.
And now
D2
this
MMBR.
game. No, let's do this game
Oop.
first. Cause call for Toronto.
Okay.
Okay, qualify for Toronto, sure.
Yeah. So we got Sentinels here. We got Crew. Who do we think?
Ooh,
Listen.
I'm leaning Crew.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm leaning in
I'm-
Sentinels.
I'm leaning Sentinels. I think even if C9 were here, I don't think C9 are ever gonna make Toronto. I think that their performance is gonna go up, and then it's gonna crash down. So
Well, you said 2
I think
life
they will
games
lose.
and the 1 and 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind,
Yeah.
the first one's versus Sen. Just saying.
Yeah, they're gonna beat Sen. They're gonna lose to G2. They're gonna beat Crew, and then they're gonna lose to Sen. That's my mind. And so even if Crew are here, I don't care. If Crew are here, I don't care if C9 are here. Sen win this one and qualify to Toronto.
Okay.
So Hades, you can
Hades?
choose. You can choose to tie it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie it up here. I think this is gonna be one of the closest matchups that we've had. Like if Sen play well and if Crew play well. I think Crew did beat Sentinels last time, and that was with nearly underperformance, whatever. So you could say that, but I don't know. I think this one's gonna be really close. I think this is gonna be. I think Crew might be like player to player, they have the better shooters, I would say, like overall, like player to player. Um, but Sentinels might have like a better strat. And this is another thing that was brought up that yeah, we haven't brought up, but I saw it was the argument that Sentinels only has three good maps, and I think Crew has a deeper map pool than Sentinels. That's what I think.
What's that?
I
Oh,
don't know how
I'm just
accurate that is, but because if we let's go to a Sentinels right here. How do I get the Sentinels? Haven, Pearl, Split, Haven, Lost Lotus, Haven, Pearl, Lost Lotus, Lost Icebox, Pearl, Split, Haven, they lost. So like right now they only have three good maps consistently, which is Haven, Pearl, and Split. You know, those are the only three maps that they
Yeah.
this entire stage. So
I
do
mean,
you
that's
think
also
that
because
do
they
you
haven't.
think that's going to be a factor?
I mean,
I
we can
think
say that, but we also haven't seen their other maps. We literally have not
I
seen
mean,
their
we
ascent.
have seen their other maps. They've just lost
yeah,
them. They
we've
lost
seen their Lotus. And
Lotus. They lost Icebox. Oh, well, that's before. But yeah, that's the only other two we've seen. They've lost Lotus. They lost Icebox.
We will see. We don't have so many time to
So
spend on
that's
this
that's
one.
my argument. So it's now gonna be
Okay.
the toss of the
Good
coin.
point.
So
Yeah.
Sen will be heads.
Well, I can remove myself on this one. It's not needed. If you want to put crew, it's okay.
Coin glazing is crazy.
I'm gonna flip it.
Alright.
I just want
You do that.
I just want
You
to
gotta
use the
stick with your
coin.
gut.
Yeah,
You
no,
gotta
cool.
stick with your gut. So
Yeah,
heads is
Okay.
gonna be
confidence
heads
in
is
your
gonna be
picks.
what Sen, and then
Let me,
Crew
okay,
is Tails.
let me convince you a little bit quickly, okay? Crew have never made an international event since 2022 that is not champions. They are
Yeah.
serial chokers. You look at last year,
Have not
they
made
were
an international event since 2024.
What?
Oh wait, no, that's not
Uh,
even true. They have not made an event since
Bro.
2025. Okay?
yeah,
An
that's
event since 2025 March.
They were C2 in NA, so yeah, but they lose
2025
Um,
March.
in group. Yeah.
They've yet.
Ah.
I think, I think, uh, I think false narrative. We should ignore it for the sake of.
Yeah, no, I don't. I
Let
don't
me
think
just
not making.
What am I on
Yeah,
about?
Fal can help us. Fal,
What's
just
up?
replay the coin. What is your pick?
oh fell. Yes, fell. The ghost of
Hello.
fell.
Okay.
So, Sentinels versus Crew, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, has in Split 1 there has been a game between them where Crew won pretty significantly in a 2-0 fashion. However, Sentinels, as Texture once said, it's always the second game. I believe Sentinels will win this matchup.
Okay.
My goat.
Okay, so
I'll be honest. I think they
Fix-
will win, but I'm picking Crew because I like them more.
What?
And I,
That is fair.
You say oh.
We're adding foul to the thing.
oh shit, 5-man pod.
Yeah. What is your opinion, Fal, on the Sentinel versus Cloud9? Because we use the coin on this one, so if you want to change, maybe it's a time.
Okay, personally, I do think that Sentinels will win. However, Zeppa personally promised me that you'll have at least 2 more life games.
It can be on
Yeah,
15.
I do think that Sentinels will win.
Oh,
Okay, perfect. So we don't have to change anything. So you,
Yep.
Sentinel,
shit.
you said for the lower round 2, so you have to change this.
Wait, one sec. I'm doing this.
Oh shit, the Ace Gamer 30s just showed up in chat.
Wait, what the fuck did I just say?
What?
What do you think I had to change?
Sentinels win the lower round 2, I think. Because Fal, Megamia, and Nat have said it's Sentinels.
Yeah.
And win
The
lower
ghost
round
of.
two. Okay. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay then. So now we
Okay.
have MIBR versus G2 in the upper bracket.
G2 win.
G2.
Do we even need to? Yeah, G2 win.
Yeah, I'm a boring man. Let's go
It,
G2.
it's going to be close, but G2 win.
I agree. I mean this could be close because last time they played it was pretty close. But yeah, I don't see G2 losing. Okay, so then now we go
Yeah.
to Sen MIBR for who gets third seed. How did the loser get third seed?
I think MIBR are going to win.
Okay.
I just think, in terms of like the team on the whole, in terms of their their micro decisions, like playing off each other, and just their shooting and trading and everything, I think they're going to be
Do you
more
think
consistent.
that we've
Than...
been here before in the lower bracket, Sen versus MIBR?
That's what I'm saying.
And
This
look,
is dangerously shaping up to be like
hang on a
the
second.
Kickoff finals,
Hang
and
on a
therefore
second.
I will be sending Sentinels all the way up to face G2.
Didn't we just say it's always the second game?
It is, in fact, always the second game.
Come on.
Oh.
So what we have two for MIBR. Me and Nats are two for Sentinels. So Megan, you're the deciding vote.
Yes,
If
Megan.
you say
It's
50
going to go 50-50 on this one, but
Please.
you pick. No, I will pick. I will pick.
I was
This
getting
is
up the
gonna be a
coin.
close game. This is good. No. I'm gonna pick. Don't worry. I think this is gonna be a close game. But it can also. You know, this is the kind of game when sometimes you start a game, you say, oh, it's gonna be a close game, and in fact, one team mentally snowballs the other one. And in that condition, with Sentinels winning 2 games in a row, while maybe are just losing, maybe Sentinels will be a little bit in a better shape to beat MIBR. And I think I will go to Sentinels.
Okay. Now,
Okay, I kind of want to
G2.
just
Oh,
I kind of want to just add my thought behind my pick for MIBR on that one.
You can convince me to change my pick. Go for
Yeah.
it.
So let's look at the stats from last time they faced off. They had Noswer.
Oh,
They did have Noswer.
that is
Yes, they have Noswer, and now they have Verno, who is significantly better. He is a shooter. I will say that much.
It's gotten worse. Artin has gotten worse from where he was before because now he's calming in English. You can't tell
Hang on
me.
a second. I have.
I do want to say that the whole entire team's skill floor as a whole has gone up with like Genom. He's performing, like, I would say better than Kickoff. He's being more consistent.
Artin has gone down by 0.3. Does that not matter to you?
I do think that it balances it out,
I do want to point out though
like
that
at the
our
very
top
least.
four is like the exact same as kickoff top four.
Oh wow.
Wait. Hey, Hades, I'm gonna send something in chat that'll that'll.
Ethan in chat is saying send beats at my BR. Trust me.
Look at chat. Come on, if you're not convinced. If you're not convinced it's gonna be different with Verno, I don't know what will.
I don't get the joke. Isn't Verno Brazilian?
No,
Is he not? I thought he was.
no, he's white.
You can be white and Brazilian.
Okay, he's white American.
I'm not sure. I think he's Brazilian, man. You might be mixed up here.
No, what? Have I been gaslit? What?
I'm pretty sure Verno might be like 1/16 Brazilian.
Yeah. Who was the politician that was? It was Elizabeth Warren. He's like, yeah, I'm one. I forget what it was. Like 126th Cherokee or something like that. It's the same thing.
Right.
magnificent.
Well, he
Anyway.
doesn't even speak Portuguese. He speaks Spanish. What?
Well,
Anyway,
you're the one that said Brazilians and South Americans are the same thing.
no, I said Americans couldn't tell the difference because they're a nation of radicalized Puritan dregs of British society. Anyway.
You're saying that because they're British, that's why.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just pick G2 to win the finals and be done with it, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
It will not be over. After, we have the most important sequence of the day. It's gonna be the coin prediction.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
the coin.
This is our regular one. Feel free to screenshot and use
Yeah.
it for your own pickums. But now we're
Nobody
doing
is
the.
gonna pick. Nobody's gonna pick Sentinels.
No.
Nobody's gonna pick MIBR if they win.
I mean, I think MIBR are gonna beat Sen. I don't think they'd beat G2 though.
Okay. So
I think it's gonna be
consensus, all good.
it'll be a 5-mapper no matter what, but I do think that G2 will come out on top.
Okay.
I don't think it will. I think it'll be like a 3-1.
Hadith, I propose you to take a screen and just put it on your paint so you can compare the two.
I see.
The
I
two.
see. See, you got
the
the
two things
strats
at the end.
here. You got the strats.
Yeah, I've played this game before with Revoke.
Pull this up. Where's the eraser?
Great.
This is the correct one, right?
We can't read anything. It's too small.
Yeah, that's
set it
the.
wider.
How do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Just take the left
Fine.
side.
We can just use the colors.
Just go bigger, but on the right. So maybe it's gonna be a little bit better to read.
Wait.
No, get the image back. Get the image
Yeah.
back.
Like this?
Yeah,
Oh.
smaller. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this. Yeah, better. Not perfect, but at least we can read. It's uglier, but at least we can read. I think.
That's fucking horrific to look at.
Wide PKM, guys. Wide PKM.
Listen, I didn't want to host, man.
No, make it wider. Make it wider.
You can't even tell what it says because it's so zoomed in.
Yeah, we can just use the logo.
That's good enough,
Fine.
and then we'll just do it here. Okay, and then we'll just take a blank bracket. Here we go, and then
Yeah.
here,
Alright.
here's what we'll do. We'll do well, oh, not this. This is not what I wanted to do, but we'll do this
Perfect.
like this. Yes. Then here we'll do coin. So you can see both of them at the same time. Here we go. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, so MIBR is heads, 100 Thieves is tails. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We already have our first
Okay.
change. And then should we go down or should we go up? How are you doing this?
Just
down.
Go down,
just
go down.
And
Do the
our
same one.
heads, Cloud9 or tails?
Do the same order we did.
I
Absolute cinema.
there when you guys did it.
Oh.
This is really weird because we already have flipped the coin for the Sentinel versus Clone9, and the coin says, "Oh, it's Sentinels, it's Sentinels. No worry, guys, I know the truth. Sentinels, it's Sentinels. You can put that in your PKM, it's okay. But no, when it's for his precise PKMs, he say, haha, I was lying from the start. It's Clone9, and you all gonna lose because of that." The coin is smart. We
You
shouldn't
sound
use the coin
actually
to
like
on
a cultist
PKMs.
right now. Like you sound.
Yeah. Because I am.
Gonna set us off. Okay.
So
Let's
do we
go.
go, do we go lowers or uppers first?
Let's go lower.
what do
I think lower is will be played before.
Yes, I think so. Okay, MIBR versus energy. MIBR heads, energy tails. Okay, we're cooking.
Okay, normal.
Okay.
Wait.
that's
What
it.
was it? It was
Um,
cinema?
Yeah. Okay. Now we have
Oh, if he can win
Sentinels,
now.
EG.
Sentinels, EG.
If Sen go out.
Yeah, is the coin is cooking as Sentinels huge comeback? No, it seems not.
Absolute
Let's
cinema.
go. How do I make it?
Absolute
Oh.
cinema.
Okay, here, let me try to zoom in on this so it's like more in the center of the screen. There we
Yeah,
go. Okay.
right, better.
Crew versus 100 Thieves.
Prove it.
Who's qualified? 100
Absolute
Thieves
cinema.
qualify for Toronto. I mean, listen, they did the same thing last year, right? Didn't they beat Crew to qualify? Or am I making things up?
They did. They think they did for Shanghai. I
Yeah, for Shanghai, that's what I'm
think.
saying. I'm not sure
Yep.
if they beat him in the for this specific matchup, but I remember
I don't know.
they beat.
I don't know if it's like I know, but I know they beat Crew at least somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know. Who remembers? Not me. The Shanghai play or like the America playoff last year was just wiped from my brain. Okay, G2 C9. Who's gonna qualify? Is C9?
Cinema.
They
Nine.
upset. Listen. I'm not sure about this
If this
coin.
is the actual bracket, I would fucking die of happiness.
If this is the
Absolute
actual
cinema.
bracket, that means Zeppa life game.
This means G2.
Zep.
The first time they faced, it was a 2-1, right? It was close. And if we say
think
like
so.
G2 performs like that and C9 perform better, maybe, or if G2, like what did we say before that the team who plays first is like already warmed up, and the team who hasn't played yet they take some time to warm up, you know, that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay.
Okay, but now
Next one.
G2
Yeah.
MIBR, the banger matchup that we had in the upper final. Oh, G2.
God, please, at least it's a little bit credible because G2 will go to.
Okay.
If G2 isn't here, it's gonna be no. I will not take any credit for the coin and lose my face in it,
Yeah.
and it's gonna backfire.
Crew versus EG.
Interesting one.
Oh,
Oh,
Gee,
GG.
they're going
Oh,
all the way.
Giovanni.
They're going all the way. All
Yay
the
is
way,
back.
baby.
Yay is back, confirmed.
Prime Ye is back. Potter is cooking. Unk is dropping 50 each map. LCQ Derek is back.
We got LCQ Derek back.
Um,
Rise Super.
okay, and now we got 100 Thieves v C9. 100
Absolute
Thieves.
fucking.
I,
Oh my
Ha!
god.
I don't think this coin is credible, Megan. I don't.
No, I don't
I-
think the coin is credible.
I fuck with the coin so hard.
The final is make absolutely not sense. 100 Thieves versus Cloud9. Really? It's never gonna happen. And we said exactly the same thing with Wolves and with XFG. So I'm not really sure of this anymore.
Alright,
Okay.
the-
G2. But to be
If-
fair, I think China is a coin flip region. I don't think America is a coin flip region.
Yeah.
If
You
if the
are- you
coin
are
picks
100%
G2,
right.
then it's officially boring. If the coin picks G2, it's boring.
Tails. Tails.
No, the coin have to pick
Oh.
G2. But of course, the coin have to pick G2
Okay, they
because
had a
G2
good
is the
run
best
though.
team.
They had a good
the
run.
coin knows it.
So the
You just
Uh,
want the
Toronto or 100 Thieves C9 G2, according to the coin.
you just want the coin to look like a fool. That's why you want him to Evil Genesis to win.
No, I have EG going to Toronto in my pick 'em.
Oh,
Yeah.
He does. He
Oh.
does. Yes.
Oh.
That
I
might
bet
be on a
EG
lot of copium. But
Yeah, it is a
okay.
lot of. But my copium is that in playoffs, the three top teams that make it are never the three teams that you think, and I think EG is going to make a run.
Mm.
It's always like some.
I
team
can agree
you,
with that.
You never know is going to make a run. Tails
G2,
G2.
of course.
Okay, we're cooking.
You know,
We're cooking.
shit.
We're back.
The coin.
If G2 still win the fucking finals with the coin.
Ah!
Oh fuck.
Oh my gosh.
The coin knows. Okay.
The
So,
coin
G2
says
too
no
good,
one.
confirmed.
G2 literally 100%. Even the fucking coin has them winning.
Confirmed super
Yeah.
team.
Okay, and let's put it
Oh my gosh. It is actually the Zephyr Life games and then G2.
And then my fucking goat
It-
cryo.
It was
how am I putting this in?
Look, he's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on here.
You know what? Instead of wide, let's try to put it in.
Yeah, let's make it long.
Yeah.
You can just increase the size of the canvas. Like
Huh?
you can drag the canvas and increase its size.
Oh, I can.
Like,
Oh,
you
hello.
I know this shit. I'm only using paint to draw for pickup.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh, what a lifesaver from fucking math material, bro.
Oh. I,
Yes, please. Please have it like this.
You
Please
managed to increase the
keep it.
canvas size, and you've changed it to nothing.
No, please have wide and long.
Wait, why? Oh, you can't change.
sorry, I pasted it in.
okay, press Windows plus V.
Oh,
Wait. Wait. Oh no.
You
Okay,
cut
okay,
Cloud9.
okay. Okay. I'm cooking. Do this. Let me do that. Boom. No?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Everyone on
I
the
fucking
same.
missed.
Yeah, great. Oh, you had it. No. Yes. No.
Oh.
Oh,
I fuck with
horrible.
this. I
Absolutely
fuck with it so
horrible.
hard. Please keep it like this.
No,
Please keep
Hades,
it
what you want
like
to do is
this.
Control A and then Control C. Trust.
Control A and then what?
Control C.
Oh,
And then just paste it in Discord.
oh.
Yeah.
I just screenshotted it so I can. Okay.
No, trust. If you paste it like that, the background will disappear.
Okay.
It'll be like a PNG.
No, we're not saving that shit. Anyway, so that's it for Americas, but now we have the other region, the better region, some might say, including myself.
I think
Oh.
we will do on Friday. No.
Oh, on Friday? I thought we were doing Pacific today. Oh.
That's why I previously said in the schedule. But if you are still up to continue, why not? But the problem, if you do Pacific now,
For either one.
what
I-
time is it in Hong Kong? And I think it's pretty early.
Nas doesn't have school today, never mind. I was about to say
No,
Nas, don't you have
dude,
school?
I can't do it on Friday.
Oh, so we might
Alright,
do
It's
well,
4:30 AM for me right now.
we're
It's
going.
it's not,
Work
it will
tomorrow?
not be Friday for you, I think. Yeah.
Let me see the time.
What
Just
time is it
give
for you,
me a
Megan? It's
second.
like what, like 1?
In Singapore it's 7 AM, and yeah, for me it's 1.
Yeah.
You're in Singapore. What?
Yeah, I was gonna. Who's in Singapore right now? Is it Nas in Australia?
Yeah, the Pacific viewer are in Singapore, guys. We have to think about the apathian that is gonna want to watch this in live, and we couldn't because we are doing it at 4 AM
We-
for them.
We currently have 5 viewers. I think 4, in fact. I don't think
Yeah,
it
that's
matters.
Actually, let's bring that number to 3 because I'm also watching on a separate monitor.
Oh,
well, we'll
yeah,
still
and one of them
on
was
it. We're view botting, but it's still
one of them.
We're rewarding each watch counts.
I mean, I've got the stream open on a tab as well, so it's 2.
So we already have 3 guys in here. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
anyone
and-
else want to bring the number down right now?
Yeah, and anyone else want to come clean? Math material.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it by my phone and my computer.
Oh, fuck's sake! We have 1 viewer.
We have Ace Gamer. That's it.
We have the Ace gamer.
Wait, that can't be true. That can't be true. We have like Elisa and like fucking.
No, we went up to 7.
I think-
We went up to 7.
I think he stopped watching. I think he stopped watching.
Okay,
You know what? It's okay.
so
It's okay.
so we're not doing Pacific then.
Yeah, we can leave Pacific for next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in that case, it's been a pleasure, everyone, for tuning in. I don't know what else to say. Please subscribe. Please like. We're gonna.
If
We're here.
if we get to if we get to 200 subscribers by the end of this year, we will all go to Paris and we'll try and get media access. No, we're not going to do that.
During champs.
Oh, in August.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna force me to go out of my room to go to the championships in Paris?
I'm
Yes,
going.
yes, that's what.
Oh,
I'm fucking going. I don't know about you
You're
guys.
fucking going.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
going.
If we get
Yeah. All of us live in Europe, where you can take a hop, skip, and a jump over the pond to go to Paris.
I mean, we're literally driving.
Yeah.
Literally, okay.
It's,
Listen,
it's September 12th, bro. I have classes. I can't go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
if we get to 250 subscribers, I will face reveal.
I'll do
Oh
the
my God.
femboy only fans.
That's all we
Get to
need.
200 subscribers, I will face reveal.
All right, bro.
I've been using an avatar this entire time.
No, but I'll genuinely do the femboy only fans if we get the 250 subscribers by the end of this month. Not this month, next month.
1,000 followers on OnlyFans. I'll start posting.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
we're in the bin mentally now. Let's
Please like and subscribe. Please, we stream twice or maybe I don't know, twice a week, right? We always cover
Yeah.
all the regions. We have been 100% correct the entire time. Wait, do we have a thread of the week
We've never.
or a thread of the day? I should say.
Uh,
No.
We don't.
We did a third of the day.
The
We-
abortion, the abortion.
We streamed abortion.
yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up before we get even more
Yeah,
unhinged.
we
Let's wrap it up.
already showed this on
Yeah.
stream.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
All right,
Bye.
goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Go,
Bye,
this
guys.
podcast in the fucking bin. Goodbye.
Stream finished.
Oh my
Let's-
gosh. What an